Bottoms up. So, I just got my novel in the mail from Amazon, and I thought I'd do an unboxing and maybe present it, right? So, this is the first time I used Amazon to publish a book, and I'm really curious how it turned out. I had a lot of problems with the publishing aspect of it. A lot of problems with KDP, but I hope it doesn't have too many flaws, right? Because you never know. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's see what Amazon is cooking. Okay. Oh shit, it looks kind of cool though. Oh wow, it looks kind of cool though. Look at that. Oh wow. Okay, hold up. Okay, hold up. Okay. Okay. Let me just take this in real quick, okay? I just want to take this in. Okay. Okay, this is not bad though. Okay, hold up. I'm just I'm just bedazzled by it. Hope you don't mind. I just have to I just have to look at it. I'm just wow. It turned out Jesus, it turned out pretty cool. I'm actually kind of impressed. God damn. Okay. Okay, so let me show you. Okay? So this is the front cover. I hope I'm getting it right. Hold on, let me check. Okay, so this is the front cover. 7 Days to Madness. Griffith Samsara. Alright, it turned out pretty cool. Right? And this is the back cover. Okay, I hope I'm getting this. It turned out pretty cool. Right? And you can see it has this little band here. This is not for sale. This is a proof copy. Okay? And this is the... Hold on. There's a glare here. Hold on. And this is the spine. Right? Hope you can see that. Now, the only problem I saw with the printing, it's that the front cover kind of seeps into the spine here. And I guess, I should be thankful that this is the only problem. You see, the front cover is kind of crawling on the spine a little bit. But it's not a big issue, right? I had a lot of problems with the dimensions that KDP offered, right? Okay. So this is the book. Like I said, from the printing aspect, this is the only problem with the spine. But it turned out pretty fucking great, I have to say. Um, I mean, the colors are pretty accurate. The colors turned out pretty. I'm just. I'm just impressed. I didn't expect it to turn out for this to turn out this way. It's just it it shattered all my expectations. The colors are great, right? The covers, they look pretty damn good, pretty damn good. I wasn't expecting this to be this cool. All right, this is wow. But like I said, I had a lot of problems with the paperback dimensions that KDP offered because I did the cover and they kept on rejecting my submission for the cover design, right? Because the dimensions didn't. There was something wrong with the dimensions that I still don't know what the problem was, right? I had it took about a week, and I must have submitted the cover, right, the front and back cover at least 10 times before it got accepted. So I don't know what happened with the dimensions, right? Because I followed their template. I submitted it, and they said, the size, the dimensions aren't right. Your book should be these dimensions. Okay, so I took their dimensions and I resubmitted my cover with their dimensions, and then they told me actually the dimensions are different, and this kept on going for about a week. But it finally turned out all right. I mean, I mean, this looks good. This looks good, right? So this is a proof copy, not for resale. I just wanted to see how this turned out, and it's amazing, right? It's amazing. I hope I'm getting it right. And another problem that I had is with the back cover. If you can see here, right? With the back cover, hold on. With the back cover, I tried to make a little, I tried to make fun of the Supreme label. For a while there, everybody was wearing that stupid label with the Supreme shit. And, unfortunately, we got this barcode here that obstructs this guy's t-shirt. So this one says Nympho Beast, and here it should have been Elite Squad, right? But, when I submitted my cover, this was, you could see the words. But in the printed version, it moved a little bit, right? But anyway, what can you do? I wish that KDP had some sort of option where you could, like, resize the barcode, just a little bit. But anyway, all in all, with the small defects, I mean, this is the only one that really bothers me, right? So we have two little defects. All in all, I'm impressed by the quality, right? And we're gonna take a look inside. Okay, let me just look. You know what? I'm not even gonna look at it first. I'm gonna smell it, and there's not really a smell to the paper, which is strange. This is weird. The paper has no smell, no scent whatsoever, and that's odd. Oh no. I mean, take a look at this. I mean, already. I mean, this is brand new, and the printing process has failed. Nobody wants to see that in a brand new book, right? But what can you do? What can you do? And I gotta take it all in. Just let me, oh no. Here we go again. You see, I hope this doesn't happen. When people buy the book, you see, yet again, we have another problem with the paper. It has it has a sort of a wrinkle. I don't know if you can see it, right? It has a sort of wrinkle over here, right? So this is the second page that I see this wrinkle. So there's something going on with the printing process. Something's going on here, right? I don't like that. Let me just check it real quick. Okay. Okay. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Here we go again. So this is the third page. I don't know if you can see it, probably not because of the light, but there's this sort of crease or wrinkle on the paper, right? So something's going on with the printing process. When they're binding the book together, I don't like this. This is a brand new book, and it has all of these creases, and I hope this doesn't happen too often. It would be a shame if people bought my book and it had all of these creases. That would be pretty bad. Pretty bad. All right. Okay, so let me show you the interior. Okay, so like I showed you before, this is the front cover, 7 Days to Madness. All of the artwork is done by me, and I had a terrible time just trying to decide how the cover should look. I had like at least 15 to 20 drawings, right? So I just did it in pencil, and then I did the watercolors, and then I did a little bit of inking here and there, right? So this is it's a face with a expression of ecstasy, right? And madness, right? So I think it turned out pretty well. I had a lot of artwork that just didn't work. They just didn't have the right vibe, right? But it turned out pretty well, except for this, like I said. The barcode, I think the barcode is a bit too large, right? It could have been half, right? Because this doesn't look that aesthetically pleasing. But anyway, let me just show you the interior. All right. So this is the first page, 7 Days to Madness. I did this with a brush and black ink. It turned out pretty well, you know. And again, with this little logo here, I must have done it like 20, 30 times to get it right. But it turned out pretty well, I would say. So this is the first page. And then we have the second page. I'm just gonna show you. We have a lot of things here. A dedication, the disclaimer. This is a work of fiction, right? So these are the 2 pages after. We have a little author's note that is hilarious, and then we have a sort of motto for the 21st century, right? We're all doomed. And yet again, we have a little bit of artwork here, done by me, in ink, and it turned out pretty well, I would say. Okay. And then we have, yet again, a few other pages. We have a Zen cone, and then we have a quote by Dostoevsky, right? Which is pretty large, right? Pretty thick, but I think it deserves. This quote is phenomenal. It's from the Notes from the Underground, right? And this Zen Koan is written by me. It's a sort of parody. It's it's satire. Again, we have a little Bible quote here: Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, and so on, right here. And then we have the contents, which is pretty simple, but I think it works. The table of contents works pretty well. Okay, and then we have, this 7 Days to Madness by me, Griffith Samsara, and yet again, another piece of art done by ink. And, you know, the printing, the printing doesn't look too bad. The printing is all right, right? And then we have a few lyrics from The Doors, Texas Radio and the Big Beat. I think these lyrics apply very well to the content of this book. And then we have the first chapter, Day 1, Babylon Rising alongside the dark moon of another mutant subculture. And as you can tell, the printing of the text and so on, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Right? So I'm just gonna show you a few pages. This was on KDP, Amazon. This is the first book I published, and I think it looks pretty well. Okay, so all of these art pieces here, they were done by me with ink and pencil, and they turned out pretty well. I mean, you can read it, which is always what you want, right? So this is how it looks. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, I would say. I had my doubts with self-publishing. I was a bit skeptical. I had my doubts, right? I had my doubts. But all in all, with the few defects that I can find right now, um, I would say that I would give the whole, I would say the quality of the book, how it looks, the colors. Um, I would say that this is a 9 out of 10 in terms of printing quality, right? Because it has a few defects. But all in all, the book feels solid, right? I mean, it's glued well. Uh, a few problems here and there, but they are minor. The artwork turned out pretty decent, right? Pretty decent. I am very pleased by what I see, and I had my doubts with Amazon KDP, but as it turns out, they're reliable, right? So I'm just gonna show you some more, a little sneak peek, right? The text looks decent. The formatting is pretty all right. I have no problems with it. I don't see uh, I don't see any real problem, right? The artwork on the actual text looks decent, right? So this is phenomenal. I wasn't very optimistic, but this is great. I mean, I'm very happy right now. This is phenomenal, right? I just want to tell a little story about how this happened, how I got to publish this book. Before I wrote this, 7 Days to Madness, I spent 7 years writing a thick ass novel, 1,000 pages. And after I was done, spent 7 years on it, hard work. I spent about 6 to 8 months, querying different agents, publishing houses, literary agents, and I got nothing but rejections. Right? I don't know exactly how many agents I queried, but I would say between 150 and 200, right? But I got nothing but rejections, and I was a bit saddened by it because I said, I wrote this big ass book, nobody wants to publish it. What the fuck am I gonna do? And then I found KDP. I heard about it before, but I was skeptical. Self-publishing, even for a thin book like this, it's about 190 pages in total. Even for a little book like this, it's a lot of work. You gotta do everything by yourself, everything, right? But I said, let me write another book. Let it be thinner, and I'm gonna self-publish, and I'm gonna see how it turns out, right? Because your first novel is your baby. You gotta be careful with it, right? So this is my second novel and my first published novel. My first novel that I've written is currently unpublished, but I'm gonna have to publish it myself on Amazon, just like I did with this. So I'm satisfied with the quality. I'm satisfied. There are a few problems here and there, but overall, I am very satisfied. So, Amazon, KDP, I would give you a 9 out of 10. There are a few problems, but all in all, it looks good. It looks good. The quality of the paper, the font, the black of the ink shows nicely. So yeah, that's my story. Now, what I want to do is I just want to present the content of this book. Hopefully it will sell. I worked hard on it. It's fun. It's dark. It's satire. It's comedy. It's violent at times. It is obscene at times, and hopefully people will find this video and they'll give this book a try because uh, I feel that it deserves, at least a read. I would say that if the first chapter doesn't get you, you know, uh, you should drop it. But I'm pretty sure that all the chapters in this, they're solid, right? So I just want to read to you this. I just want to read to you this. What do you call it? Blurb or description of the book, right? And it basically tells what this book is really about. So here is what this book is about. It reads as such: Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today to witness the final travesty. Babylon has reunited one last time in the form of the greatest convention in history. We have furries, meme addicts, cancel culture advocates, basic bitches with too much privilege in their system, celebrities of the lowest caliber, intellectuals with peculiar fetishes, politicians, royalty, madmen, hallucinating on codeine, entertainment fanatics. This one is real. Anime and manga mutants, superhero connoisseurs. Hollywood abortions, as well as its disfigured minions, card game collectors, influencers, attention whores, drug abusers, dictators, popes, conspiracy theorists, online challenges, and worst of all, homunculi who still worship the news machine by injecting themselves with a good dose of propaganda for good measure. Basically, a congregation of the scum of the earth in which maniacs and freaks of all creeds are let loose to fornicate for an entire week, where the best drug is uncut madness. Let the reader beware. Evil is afoot, and 'tis the end of all things. The cosplaying monsters of the 21st century are upon us, and the technology they use has made them rabid. Only one man can see the reckoning brewing for us just above the clouds, but he has his own fair share of insanity to deal with, as random mayhem sweeps through the land like an infection. No one is safe, and if casualties must litter the streets for our collective sins, then, well, it's safe to say that no one will get out of here alive. Not even selfie fiends who touch themselves while watching cat videos. You have been warned. So that is the little blurb I wrote for this book. Now, you probably can tell. This book is about the greatest convention in history. Now, by convention I mean something like Comic-Con, but even more absurd and obscene. And it takes it, the duration of this story is about, of course, 7 weeks, 7 days, a week, where the protagonist goes to, uh, let's say, investigate this convention. And in the process, he goes absolutely bananas because, of course, he sees every evil that mankind has to offer. Of course, we have, like it says here, we have furries, we have anime and manga mutants, we got Hollywood abortions, we got conspiracy theorists, and so on and so forth. Online challenges, the worst of the worst, cosplayers, comic book collectors. All of that is here. And I don't really know if there's a book that tackles this topic like I did, right? Because, of course, in the early 90s, anime had a boom in the West, right? And then a renaissance. Japanese animation, manga, they just swept in like a flood in the West, and everybody was just obsessed with it, right? And I'm talking from a place of knowledge because I was what you might call a weeb, right? I was a die-hard weeb. I watched a lot of anime, a lot of manga, and a lot of comic books. I read them constantly. And, I was pretty invested. I was possessed by this uh, type of entertainment. But then something happened over the years, and I just stopped. Now that doesn't mean that that I hate these products of entertainment. I just think that with the web, something happened where memes have become a sort of disease, a malign disease of the highest order, right? So I had to write about it. Why do people obsess so hard with memes, with online challenges, with TikTok, with, I don't know, so much garbage, so much garbage. And, I call it madness. It's simple. There's a madness in the 21st century that, you can't put words to describe it. It is the downfall of culture as we know it. And this is a disclaimer. I hope nobody will be offended, but I have no problems with comic books, manga, Japanese animation, anime, or whatever. But it has come to a peak, an apogee of memes and this sort of hunt for entertainment to distract yourself from the, I don't know, the darker sides of reality of society. And I think it's a problem. The fact that so many people waste their precious time, their precious lives, their youth on these types of entertainment, right? Cosplayers, furries, people who marry cars or are attracted to toasters or they identify with pencils, right? And their sexuality is, I don't know, monochromatic. I don't know what the fuck that is, right? So there's a lot of psychosis, there's a lot of mental illnesses going around, and I just had to write about it. So uh, I hope you, if you want something different, if you want the truth, if you want uh, simple words and not sugarcoating anything, I think this is the book for you. Because I say it how it is, video games and such, and memes and social media, and let's wear Supreme merch and buy my merch and all of that. It's not a problem, but I think it has gone on too long and we don't know anything else. I think that is the real issue here. I think that if you go online, it shows clearly that we have forgotten how to live, and we're so invested in these, you know, these trivial generalities. Video games, collecting Game Boys, uh, Sonic and Mario, and all of this, memes upon memes. It doesn't matter what sort of movie comes out. There will be memes, and I just can't stomach it anymore. I can't tolerate it. You know, again, we have these weeb freaks with their incest is wincest and lolicons and their tsunderes and their yanderes, and you know it is inexplicable to me. But I try to investigate it in this book because a lot of people are sleeping on the fact that the 21st century has nothing to show for it. That the moment the web became, available, ubiquitous, people have stopped living, stopped thinking, stopped caring, stopped working for something higher or elevated, and they just accepted mediocrity and banality. And listen, I'm going to tell you again, I don't have a problem with movies, although Hollywood produces nothing but garbage. Most comics are a joke, and memes are repugnant to me. And bronies, and people who marry uh, waifus, right, and so on. There's something horribly wrong. Something went haywire in our souls, basically, right? I got a few comic books here and there. I like a few movies. A few video games are spectacular, but I don't obsess with it. I don't. I don't. I'm not that invested, right? I seek nothing but the utmost quality. Everything else that is subpar, And lukewarm, I throw it away, never think about it, right? So I pick and choose very carefully what I read, what I see, what I listen, and so on. Right? And of course, uh, this got a bit serious, but again, we have the main theme of this book is, of course, humor, comedy. Although it is dark, it is satire, it is sarcastic, right? Um, but overall, I think what really characterizes this book and puts it on a different level from all the others is, first, I haven't seen a book really tackle entertainment as a whole in our century uh, with the platform of the uh, internet and social media. And yeah, I try to tackle all of this. Whatever you can think of when it comes to memes, anime, movies, entertainment, Comic Con, video games, furries. I really try to tackle all of this, right? So this is a really funny book. I would have to say a really fun and most of all really demented. It is a demented book. Of course, madness is prominent here. Madness is a joy to write about, right? Phenomenal, right? TikTok. We have bronies. We have people who uh, they jerk off to virtual people who make a lot of money, VTubers and so on. And we have OnlyFans, and we have, you know, all of this social, you know, this social battlefield. We have red pills, we have alpha males, we have chads, we have beta cucks, we have simps, we have thoughts, we have people who do live streams, we have cosplayers, of course, uh, we have all sorts of mutants, right? Like the title of the first chapter says, right? The first title of the first chapter is Day One, Babylon Rising, alongside the dark moon of another mutant subculture, right? So this is what's been happening. And, Babylon is a major theme in this book. Babylon Rising is, of course, all of these people that congregate and they just jerk off to video games, or they jerk off to that one issue of Spider-Man. And you know at the end of the day, it's too much. I would say that people have forgotten to live their lives. They have forgotten to really laugh, especially at themselves. A lot of people don't know what madness is. A lot of people just want to be numbed to the horrible agonies of reality. And this book strives to bring agony, bring madness to the forefront, right? So, what I strive to do with this book is to tell the truth about society today, about millennials and about zoomers and doomers and coomers and all of these cosplayers and all of these thotties and all of these so-called alpha males. And there it's a lot. It is a compact, compressed vault of knowledge,